Good to be alive. How about yourself? How are you doing?
Doing great. Sorry, I was running behind.
Oh my
And I was gonna
gosh.
log in and having issues with this login on the computer.
Mm-mm. No apologies necessary. I am grateful. Thank you so much for taking the time to have a conversation with me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, Miss WBFF Bikini World Champ of 2022.
Thank you. It's so amazing. It's such a
I was going
surreal
Nora,
moment.
tell me about that. Tell me about how that feels. Tell me about the experience.
Oh, it honestly feels amazing. I
Okay.
finally accomplished a goal that I've been working on for the longest time. Something that I had in my heart, since I started competing.
Okay.
So yeah, it just definitely feels amazing. Goal accomplished.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely great. I'm
Now,
so grateful for that opportunity,
I
honestly.
would imagine. I would imagine. Now, I had to just start out with that because that is an amazing accomplishment, and I know you're proud of it. So I was. You're welcome. Just pulsing. I had to get that out.
Yeah.
So, Nora, I love the spelling of your name, by the way, Nora. That's really unique. God bless whomever decided to spell it that way. I really like that.
Yeah, it was actually named after my grandmother, and that's how
Really,
she spelt it. So that's
really.
how I got her. I got the
Okay.
name. Yeah,
Okay, got that uniqueness going on in the bloodline. That works. Okay.
exactly.
So, Nora, how old were you when you started your fitness journey? What encouraged you to want to do it? Who encouraged you? Talk
Yeah.
to me.
So my fitness journey, I started my interest in working out at the age of 14.
Okay.
So I was 14, so I was kind of stuck at home most of the time,
Okay.
and I was doing workout videos,
Okay.
and the weight training and the videos is what really, I don't know, I just had this passion for it at such a young age.
Sure.
So that kind of became my hobby, and yeah, I continued on with that, and just wanting to take care of myself, and always conscious about being healthy and working out and staying active, even though I never played any sports growing up.
Okay.
I just did not have those opportunities.
Okay.
So I kind of just did my own thing. I would do marathons when I was younger. I did, kind of just signed myself up whatever I was able to do on my own. Um, my family just wasn't supportive on doing extra activities, and didn't really
Okay.
have the time or the funds to give me. So I kind of just found that on my own, and I've had that passion for working out since a very young age. And just wanting to accomplish things on my own and just being different. I guess I just wasn't into the regular stuff that other kids were into,
Okay.
and
Okay.
that's just what I did.
Let's see. It's so many beautiful things in what you just said. Just even in you, and I mean, someone that comes from a family of athletes or a family of entertainers, theoretically, it's
Yeah,
easier for them to be able to gravitate towards those things.
sure.
So for someone to come from a family or to come from an environment that did not necessarily encourage or nurture that thing, for you to be able to do that within yourself is a beautiful thing. I love
Thank
that.
you.
And
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. And thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that, because we don't always have support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different aspects of what I've done and what I do, I don't have support. But what you and I do have is that desire and that drive to make things
Yes.
happen.
And that's the
And
thing. It's that desire inside you. It's just, you just know it. It's
yep,
there.
yep,
And I guess that's just how you find your passion, and it's just
sure.
not something that somebody is teaching you or trying to encourage you to do. You just have that natural desire inside your heart, and that's kind of how it's been for me.
Here you are, the champ. Hail to the hail to the champ.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, the thing that's also interesting to me, and I need you to tell me about this, is you look amazing, number one, Okay, there's that. But you are also capable of creating amazing food. Nurah, I've seen videos. I've seen the videos of you making meals, literal meals and food. I've seen you baking. So what I need you to do for me is tell me a little bit about who encouraged or what encouraged that ability to create these food dishes as well as the sweet bakery dishes.
I just think during prep you just become so creative. I mean, you're just so tapped in because you're just focused on that goal, and you're limited on what you can consume. Okay. So you just really get creative, and I think that's like part of anything that you focus on in life. When you're just given certain tools that this is all you have to work with. You just really start thinking within yourself, like, okay, how can I make the best out of it? And maybe that was about my mindset always, is, you know, how can I make the most out of what I have, you know? And over time, I'm just like, you know, different ideas would just come to me, like, oh, I could do this, or, you know, just really, that's just how it started. My mom she's always been a great cook. Okay. So, probably just seeing that growing up as well. Sure. It definitely inspired me. So yeah, kind of just really just got creative, and I have such a passion for that too now. It's just like, I'm like, wait, I feel like I'm getting more into creating different foods. Okay. That I'm really enjoying that too, and I feel like it's part of baking and cooking and creating. You know, it's part of kind of therapeutic as well. Sure. So, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. But see, the thing about it is, I notice even you have a way of putting a healthier spin on those things also, which is a beautiful thing. So is it the fact that you take your health and your fitness so seriously would encourage you to also incorporate the healthier aspect of making these delicious dishes?
Yes. It definitely is very important to me, being healthy and just taking care of your body. I mean, you have to honor what, you know, you're given, and our bodies are a gift. Right. And just like anything else, you don't want to just keep eating garbage, you know, and how is that honoring yourself or honoring your body? Does it make you feel good? Everything that's been put out in the world now is just like an easy, quick, process for everything that's given to us, and it's pretty sad. So I try to keep things as natural as possible, and just do the best I can with taking care of myself and those around me. So
well, evidently what you've done,
glad that you're enjoying that, though. Thanks.
Yeah, I am, absolutely. Oh my gosh, I'm creative in the kitchen too. I've gotten some ideas. I watched those videos, like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks for sharing.
Get back in the kitchen and start making some more stuff.
yes, I beg of you. Now, you know, something else that I noticed, in addition to the fact that you look the part, you can get down in the kitchen like a pro. You're functionally strong as well, Nurah. So it's like, I mean, some people that get into the bodybuilding aspect, a lot of them get into it for the aesthetic, for the look. You look it, but I've seen your training. You like the She-Hulk, but 10 times better looking. Tell me about that. How you get so strong? Silly question.
That is funny that you said that. My son, when he's scared of, you know, getting in trouble, he's like, oh, don't turn into the She-Hulk. That's funny. I don't know. Like I said, I just have always been very into weight training, and I guess I do have my strengths. Definitely just always focused on just going heavy. Like, why am I there at the gym? Definitely gonna try my best and work hard. And that's just kind of in me, is just to give it my all and just work hard. So
I seen a couple of videos that stood out in my mind. Go ahead, please.
And over the years, you build the muscle to just be able to do those things. It's just like a practice, consistency. So
You know, I seen two of the many videos. Two of them that stood out in my mind was the one where you were doing those pull-ups. A few times you were doing pull-ups. Then I see you doing hip thrusts. I'm like, man, Nurah is not playing. She is not playing. Now, Nurah, tell me about Evolve Nation.
So I just started my own coaching business.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I just feel like after, you know, competing for the past few years, this is something that I want to, you know, give back and help others that not necessarily want to compete. I know a lot of people that want to look the part of, you know, getting on stage, and if that's someone's goal, you know, I would definitely love to support them on that and get them there. Or if it's just a beginner that's learning how to eat and what to have and like creating their macros and workout program, definitely have a few clients that I've been working on, helping them with fat loss, beginner stage. So yeah, it's just very rewarding, and it's just something that I've always been passionate about. I kind of just put it on hold because my focus was competing.
Sure.
But now that I've accomplished, you know, that big goal that I had in my heart, definitely time to move on to other things. Not saying that I won't be competing again. I definitely plan on it. So yeah, it's just kind of something that I have wanted to start doing for the longest, and finally I'm putting my energy into it. Okay. Now, how long have you been competing as a whole?
So I actually competed back in, let me see, I did 2 NPC shows about 12 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And
nice.
I the first one I ever did, I placed 3rd. It was the very first NPC bikini category that they had in Michigan.
Okay.
So I placed 3rd, and I knew I didn't want to win at that time. At that first time, I just wasn't in a place where I wanted to win. I just wanted to do it and see how I would feel.
Okay.
It was rough because it was a new, I would say it was a new category or new thing that I tried to do, and definitely pushed myself to the limit. My coach was kind of new with that whole realm and didn't know how to guide me properly after the fact. So I took a whole year off, and then I tried it again, and I did win 1st place. So after that, I was like, I'm done. It was tough. It was just tough. And I have a child, so he was 3 at the time. And being a full-time single parent, working full-time, it was tough. So I kind of put that, on the back burner. And 10 years later, 2019, I definitely just had that passion for it again. Not that it went away, it's just my priorities were different. I had a young child, being a single parent, and life. So it just wasn't on my list of priorities to do. So I took almost a 10-year break. And when I found WBFF, I seen that they had a 35 class. I just turned 35, and I was like, you know what? Let me just give this a chance. I had no clue what anything was. I didn't know anybody in WBFF. I went in there blind. I hired a great coach, and I kind of just went in there blind. Like I didn't know what to expect. I just said, this is what I need to do.
Okay.
And that's where I started back up in April 2019 was my first comp with WBFF.
Okay. And then you came the first time around, came in third, you came in first. Oh my
So
gosh.
the first time, so you start as an amateur. I won my pro card the very first show.
Nice.
So then you move to the pro stage, and that's definitely a lot tougher. So I came in third, second in the international show, and then I came in second in Worlds last year. And then I went on this past December, and won the international USA title.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, I have to do Worlds this year, and definitely did it.
Oh my gosh, how does it feel to be making all these gains and all these wonderful accomplishments in your sport, Nurah?
Amazing, definitely amazing. I mean,
my gosh.
I guess when you know where your heart is, and you just have to be realistic with yourself as well. You can't so definitely tried my best, gave my best, and I worked with some amazing people that helped me get there as well. So.
Do you understand how impactful, how optimistic the picture that you paint, not only for your son as a mom, seeing his mom get out there and just knocking goals out left and right, but also the people in your circle, the people that observe the sport. That's very encouraging, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people. You're welcome. And I've said it many times and thought of it myself. You know, we live life and we get caught up in living, but in being ourselves, but we forget how impactful it is, you know?
True.
And how much it means. True. You know, and even with what we led off in, with you saying you did what you did with minimal to no support, people need to hear about that and see that, because oftentimes people give up. You know, they give up and they have those regrets. And then even with you taking a break for 9 years and coming back and beating the sport upside the head with the second and the third and the first and now the champ, you know what I mean? It's just, these are the kind of stories that we need to hear more about. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And the process is not easy. It's not smooth. And there's so many times I wanted to just give up and quit. Okay. When I went in April 2019, amateur category, and I ended up winning my pro card. 2 days before that, I had to travel to LA for that show, and I was by myself, so it was tough, and I was ready to go back home the night I came in. I booked an Airbnb, and it just felt like a very sketchy area. So when I got there, I was just like, oh no, like this is not a good feeling. I'm stuck here for a few days, and you know, I'm stressed and nervous that I have to get on stage. And you know, I left, my son was on a trip somewhere. So I just started feeling like, okay, maybe this is not what I need to do, and I should just back out and quit and just go back home and just stop this. And I talked to my coach, and I was like, I'm out. I'm looking for a flight back home. I'm not gonna do this. Okay. And then he was like, no, you're so close. You're here, you're there. Like, just why are you, don't be nervous. Just get on stage and don't think about it. Okay. So I pushed through. It was tough. And then I won my pro card. So
Right. Yeah. Tell me about, you just shared what you shared in terms of the sketchiness of the Airbnb, and then, things that came with that. Tell me about other difficulties that you experienced, not only in those earlier competitions, but also tell me about the difficulty with you taking the crown that you currently hold.
The difficulties. Well,
yes.
Life always presents obstacles. And
True.
I was actually in the middle of a move this past summer. So that was definitely a challenge.
Sure.
And just being a mom, everyday life, working I do work full time as well. Okay. So there's always challenges.
For sure.
You just don't expect. Every prep, there's been a challenge for me where I've kind of been like, oh, I should just take the easier route and just quit.
Okay.
But that was definitely never in my heart. And even though I said it a few times, it's just like, no, I have to push through it. You know, just keep my mind on the goal and just try to find things to keep myself motivated. It's all in our mindset. It definitely is. Everything that we want to accomplish, it's all in the mindset and planning ahead and just going for it. Kind of just, sometimes I tell my clients, don't think about it, just do it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
That's kind of something I live by, like just do.
Yeah. No, you're telling the truth. It's interesting because I know for myself, my nutrition has always been the issue with me. The training, I love the training, martial arts, weightlifting, running, bike riding, jumping rope, all of those things I enjoy. But the nutrition is the thing that just has always kicked me in the butt. Now for you, and some people, some things come easier to others. Some people, they have to have a training partner, somebody to train with. I've always been a self-motivator, okay? So I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. What are some things throughout your journey that have been easier for you, and what are some things that have been difficult for you in your journey in terms of from the competing or building your body up? How about for you?
Yeah, I mean, everything kind of goes together.
Okay.
Building is difficult for everyone. I would say it's just something that you have to stay consistent at.
Sure.
I wouldn't say it was always easy for me.
Okay.
There's always those tough days where I didn't want to do it, or I felt like I was fatigued, you know, especially towards the end of prep. Like, you're depleted and you want to continue doing what you're doing, but your body is just like, you just are definitely pushing yourself to the limit. And you just have to push through those tough days.
Sure.
I think building muscle, you just definitely have to take a long time in that building phase for it to show when you lean out. And I would say nutrition is tough for me as well. I think that's really tough for everybody. I think that's the hardest part. And when I talk to most people, that's what everyone struggles with mostly. Okay. I would say 90% of people do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's a struggle for me as well sometimes.
Okay.
Because, you know, our body, mind, you know, wants a certain thing at times, that you're craving things, or you're emotional or stressed, or you just, you know, want to have something that you feel like is instant gratification. And it's always a battle, but you gotta keep your mind on the goal. And I think the time in the gym is always, it feels good to most people.
Yes.
It's kind of a release, or, you know, your own time where you're just, you know, focused on you and releasing that energy or whatever it is that it, you know, brings to you. And then that's the hour that you spend of your day, and then you have the rest of the day to focus on nutrition. And that's what gets hard for people, because you want to enjoy things as well, and that's where you have to find the balance, and that's tough for everybody, even for me.
Okay. Well, that's encouraging, you know. Again,
it's definitely not easy. The nutrition is not
it's
that's
like we talked about
part.
earlier.
It's discipline. It really is.
But listen, so to hear the champ say that she has some struggles with the nutrition is encouraging, and I certainly don't celebrate you having struggles. But my thing is, what you've proven is, though there are struggles, you can work through those struggles and you can still be great.
Definitely.
So,
we all have our struggles.
No, you're right. Absolutely. Now, being that you've spent a significant, you said since you were 14, was it 14 or 15? You said your training, you kind of got into it. 14.
14. Yeah.
Okay. Now, being that it's been such a significant portion of your life, and then having a son, can you see where he's taken on some of those characteristics from the stellar example that you set before him?
Definitely. He is such a go-getter in life.
Nice.
And sometimes I'm just so amazed by him and his mindset.
Okay.
I'm like, where did you come from? You know, but he's definitely a go-getter, and he's already aspiring to be a CEO. He's been signing his emails, his school emails as CEO with his name under it. I'm like, his teacher had mentioned something to me. She's like, you know, he signs his emails off as CEO and then his name, and I'm like, well, he's putting it out there already.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you talked about a little while ago, that mindset is serious business, for sure.
It is.
Now, does he want to compete at any point, or is he going just a completely different direction?
No, yeah, he's going a different direction. He is interested in working out. He's still young, so
for sure.
Yeah. I see him getting there. I wouldn't say he would compete. I don't think he has a passion in that.
Okay. Sure.
But yeah, he definitely has a passion to work out and stay fit. So.
Good deal. Good job, Mama.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any people within the sport of bodybuilding that you've drawn inspiration from, men or women?
There's definitely been a few along the way. I can't really think of anyone in particular right now.
Okay, that's fine.
But there's just definitely been a few that I've definitely followed and found inspiration from. I feel like it shifts every now and then. I'm like,
sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, what's interesting, I was wondering, because I know arguably one of the greatest to ever do it is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, he's a legend.
Right, for sure. And it's funny, Nurah, people that don't know that man was not only at one point one of the highest grossing actors, the governor, you know, he won all those Olympias, you know, and but the thing that I also discovered years ago was the man is also a very good motivational speaker.
Yes.
You know, I didn't
and look where he came from. He came from a whole different country, different life, and he just had that vision in his heart and went for it, even though everybody else around him was probably like, "You're crazy. What are you doing?" And
pretty much. And what made me go that trajectory was, do you think that you would ever want to? Because again, like we talked about, you doing everything that you've done has been very inspiring and has motivated a lot of people already. Do you think that you would incorporate, maybe to a lesser degree, a motivational aspect to what you do as well?
Yeah, I would love to. I would definitely. I just knowing that I can motivate others, that's just very rewarding, and definitely would love to do that.
I think it's easy to see you be good at it for a number of reasons, you know. So.
I appreciate you saying that and putting it out there.
You're welcome. Hey, listen, you shining, man. I got my shades in preparation, you know. What would you say? Let me see. What would you say? Of course, from a competition standpoint, Hail to the Queen would be your proudest moment thus far in that sense. What would you say is your proudest moment in life? Not related to the sport?
Honestly, raising my son is my proudest moment, because he's a teenager now, and just to see how he's grown into such an amazing kid or young man now, it just is so rewarding to me, because I was a single mom, full-time single parent, you know, since very young age, and I just tried my best, honestly, with him, and that has been the most rewarding thing to me.
Beautiful.
Because there's times where, you know, you doubt yourself in life, and there's times where I felt like, am I enough for him? You know, and raising a man, and it's definitely not something to take lightly in this world.
Not at all. No, you're right. You're right about that. For sure. What would you say is an aspiration within the sport that you like to accomplish that you've not yet accomplished? And what would you say is an aspiration or aspirations for life for you?
Just to continue to be able to inspire those around the world.
Okay.
Definitely something that I want to do.
Okay.
And support and help women that feel that they can't accomplish their goals and whatever it is. Not everybody is going to look a certain way, but just to feel their best. Wellness from within more so than the outside, because everybody's different. Everybody's capable of different things. Everybody has a different look, and not everybody's goals are the same. So more of, I feel like mindset definitely brings, the outer to shine.
For sure.
And I don't think a lot of people focus on that as much. I realize, like, even with the nutrition part, it's so important to feed our bodies the proper nutrition, the proper whole foods, and kind of educating ourselves to seeing what's in the stores, the packaged products that people are eating. It's like we're consuming things that are not even real.
True.
That's full of chemicals. It's pretty harmful.
Yeah, for sure. And
I don't think a lot of people have awareness around that.
No. But if you know, you're right about that. For sure.
And that's huge, because the kids are growing up on these things,
right.
And then they feel like it's normal.
Right. True. Very true. What advice or encouragement would you give to someone that is facing a hard time in their life?
I would say that things always work out.
Okay.
And don't lose yourself in the process, or make yourself smaller than what you need to be to feel better, or that instant gratification. Just keep your mind on that further goal or further destination, and just know you will get there, and it'll be better than you even imagined.
Okay. What is a word of encouragement or something that you wish someone had shared with you when you were facing a tough time in your life?
That's a tough one, but
hey, if you got one, you don't. If not, it's fine. Just ask.
I would say just stay true to yourself.
Okay.
And definitely either keep your energy, bring your energy back into yourself, and focus, and just take some time out to really think about what's important right now, and what is realistic.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And then at the end of the day, everything's gonna be okay.
Sure. Okay. That'll work. Well, Nurah, I just want to say thank you again for taking the time to have a conversation with me. I sure appreciate you making the time to do that.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm looking forward to more greatness from you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you hearing that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You as well.
You're welcome.
Have
Thank
a great
you.
one. Okay.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.